All right, Patrick, we have what we've all been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we had the intern call all the Cajun Outlaws. They are actually on our Skype hotline right now. How's it going, guys?
What's happening?
Yeah.
Boy, Outlaw Mike. We got Killer Shane. We got Pretty Tony. We got Outlaw White. Red the Threat. Everybody say what's up. What's happening?
Hey, Outlaw Mike, I can introduce myself. Red the Threat here, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing?
All right, so we are talking with the hottest heel faction in pro wrestling in Louisiana right now. And
Whoa, wait. Back that up a little bit. We not just the hottest heel faction. We the hottest faction, period, and not just in Louisiana. We getting calls from Tennessee. We getting calls from Oklahoma. Hell, Tony got a call from Walmart yesterday. They want us. That's Cajun Outlaws.
All seven.
All 7 at 7. Be there. Man.
Right.
Well, hey, my apologies. I appreciate that. Thank you for correcting me.
Make sure it's like this now. You got to catch on first, Tony, by your business. Or every Walmart.
All right, so if you wouldn't mind, I know you guys did some introductions a second ago, but go ahead, tell us who you are and how long you've been in the business.
Who gonna start?
Why does it sound like cricket? I hear cricket. Hey,
Well,
Red the Threat, 17 years. That's how long I've been dropping elbows and taking names.
Outlaw Retro Thibodeau from Karen Crow.
Karen Crow.
Well, I've gone up. Hey, Killer Shane been in it for like 5 years.
Pretty Tony's been in it for 19 years, baby.
Outlaw Mike, brand new to the game, brand new to the scene, man. You don't even know how long I've been, and I don't want to tell you.
Outlaw White, holding it down for 3 years. Second NWA generation superstar coming in the game, ready to shake things up. What's up?
That's right.
Nice.
Hey, Pretty Tony is like our Yoda. You know, he's been in 100 years. Don't let him lie to you.
At least I'm still going, dog.
Hey, Killer Shane, I see you repping Collar and Elbow there. They're our main sponsor. That's awesome.
Yes, I'm sponsored by them. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Nice. Al Snow and his clan over there. All right, guys, bring us to the genesis. How did all you guys get together?
Because we're a bunch of cool fellas and we family.
There you
Go
go.
ahead, White.
Everyone comes to me for the origin story. So basically, I'm young. I'm young in the game, and I'm wrestling for Mustang Mike out of Morgan City, Louisiana. And man, me and Shane, like I attacked him a few times. I really didn't know the dude. I just knew that they had some business to be done, and I handled up on him. And then we turned out to have common enemies and everything. So I'm sitting back peeping it out. I'm like, all right, well, Shane's actually a cool dude, and so is Pretty Tony. So one night my senses kicked in and my boys over there getting jumped, and me and Shane are not friends at this point. Not me, Tony. We barely even spoke a conversation together. And I run out there and I hit him with a steel chair. Not Shane, but the guys holding him and all that. So me and Shane, we're like, man, we work pretty well together because we did some training. Why not start a tag team and go after these belts that have been floating around through hands and hands? No one's really holding it down. A couple of punks. So me and Shane get together. We got the Outlaws, and we're like, man, if we can have this much success with just the three of us, why don't we bring in my boy Red the Threat, who I was holding it down at the time in 225 as the Rev Squad. We became best friends and shit like that. I mean, stuff like that. So,
Best friend.
yeah, my bad. So Red joins the group, and then here lately, we're like, man, we need a little bit of direction. Let's bring a mind piece into the game. So Outlaw Mike presented himself as, he's not the wrestler, but he is definitely there. Our brother, 100% here to support us, looking out for what's best for us. So why not bring him along?
Right.
And then here we are. I mean, we started wrestling for different promotions, started wrestling for different people and things like that, and now slowly but surely, it blew off. It took off. You know, hard work definitely pays off, and now you see what hard work does. You know, we're slowly but surely taking over the South, and eventually the world.
Right now, you guys got a lot of heat with 225 management. What's going on over there in Denham Springs in the greater Baton Rouge area?
Who wants to take the reins on this one?
Well, yeah, Red.
Yeah, that's a wreck question.
Yes, where you at, Red?
How
Don't tell me he
convenient.
froze up.
How convenient
Yes.
he lags out right after that question. What's up with that?
Well, I'll handle up on this one too. So, you know, Mike White, no stranger to controversy. You know me because the things I used to do. I even had legal suits and all kind of things with 225. And basically, the Outlaws are not here to obey and follow authority. That's not what we do, because then we wouldn't be outlaws, right? So,
I mean, we
you know,
would
the
be
man's trying to
in-laws.
hold us down, system's trying to hold us down, and we're just here to fight back. These group of guys.
It's a conspiracy.
These group of guys are here, and we're here to stay, and we're here to take over.
Right. So, what's the future look like for the Outlaws? Where's the next event where people can catch you guys at?
Well, the next event you can catch the Outlaws at will be July 28th, Morgan City, and it's
Hey.
going to be Rhett's back.
Ready to play back online?
About time.
Yeah.
Just a reminder: do not curse Rhett. I know.
Yeah, Red.
If you got to, Red, just text it on the phone to him.
I call my phone and they kick me out. What the hell?
So, the next event's going to be in Morgan City.
Morgan
What,
City.
what day and time?
City, July 28th. We will be at the biggest show.
Hey, I think Mike White
yeah.
shut down my phone.
So we're at the biggest show for Morgan City. Why you keep cutting me off? Go ahead. Hold it down, Rhett. Hold it down.
All right.
All right.
Now, Killer Shane, I know you got some beef with a dude here from Lake Charles, Core to Cajun. Now, did you guys meet up at the event over in Sunset?
I seen him, but like most people, they talk when I'm not around, but then I'm around and they kind of go the other way.
Oh, snap.
That's kind of how that went.
Okay. Yeah, because he was talking a little noise, the mic and the other mic.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of people talk when I'm not around. Then I get around and they not around. You know what I mean?
Like magic.
Yes.
Now, you guys have a podcast as well. Outlaw Mike, tell us a little bit about that.
So the podcast, we just actually rebranded the podcast from the Retro Outlaws podcast, which was me and Rhett the Threat. Michael White was a special guest a couple of times, but that started last year. And when we started talking about joining forces, we decided that we'll move it over to Cajun Outlaws podcast. Now, the premise of the podcast, it's not a wrestling podcast. Sometimes we'll have wrestlers on, and sometimes we'll talk about wrestling, but the podcast was never meant to be a wrestling podcast because, you know, we don't want to step on, you know, you guys' toes and then that Facebook Live gimmick, whatever we did this week. So we talk about everyday stuff. We talk about the outdoors. We talk about paying bills. We tell, shoot, I got a whole hour and a half, 3 hours of Red the Threat telling his life story at one point one night at the camp. So
Nice.
we just talk about whatever we think might be interesting in our lives to us, and apparently people like it. So we're just going to keep going like we're going. Matter of fact, me and Red the Threat, we was out in the woods yesterday playing around, and we got a little bit of content recorded, and we'll pick it up later on and hopefully drop a new episode this week, the first ever Cajun Outlaws podcast episode.
Drop some hashtags there, Outlaw Mike, some forward slashes and stuff. We slashing prices.
Slashing prices, man. Look, Podbean, it's CajunOutlaws.podbean.com. You can find us on Google Play. Of course, Facebook.com/Cajun Outlaws Wrestling. You can find me, Facebook.com/Outlaw Mike. I'm on Instagram @Outlaw Mike. Rhett Thibodeau on Instagram, Tony on Instagram, Shane on Instagram, even Michael White is on Instagram. And you can find all of us, all of our links, everything on the Facebook page. That's kind of where everything's centralized. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey,
Bill Murray. Look at
can I
this.
say something real quick?
Look,
Yeah, go
Bill
ahead.
Murray's trying to get on the pod. What's up, Bill?
That's
Get outta
outlaw
here.
cat. Hey, y'all think I should have shaved before I come on?
No, you're always pretty, Tony.
Man, why people got a copy off of me? First Bray Wyatt, now Tony. Come on.
That's right.
Now, before we started taping, we were talking a little bit about Daniel Cormier, of course, a Lafayette, Louisiana native.
Oh, DC.
Yeah, how do y'all think that went?
Oh, man, that was such a great fight. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, DC got so
Outlaw,
much.
Mike, how'd you watch it, man? You bootlegged it or you outlawed it?
You know what? I'm not at liberty to say, but I'll send you a link later.
Did not say nothing.
So, anyways, man, I've been a fan of DC for a long, long time, and I think he didn't get a fair shake with that John Jones bullshit. But that what happened last night solidifies it. Like you can't call him a fake champ no more. He knocked out the best in the business, and in the first round, knocked him out. Slap,
That's like
bomb,
that's
done.
I did that peanut butter. I knocked that peanut butter jelly sandwich out earlier.
That's it. Look at it. Look at it. Now look, Brock Lesnar going to come in, and the only thing that concerns me is Brock, just like John Jones, got a history of doping, and if you watch the post-fight press conference, Daniel Cormier talked on that too. They're going to be very cautious about that. But man, I can't wait to see DC and Lesnar in the octagon, and Lesnar going to be running away from him.
Right.
That's what Lesnar does.
I wish they would do it in oak smell.
Oak smell.
Oak smell.
Oak smell.
Smell?
Speaking of Oak Smell, are you guys going to be back in Oakdale in August?
What's the date on that one? Who knows the date on that one?
I really
I
talked to them,
sent
man.
a shout out to the promoter in Oaksmell the other day, and the date isn't 100% confirmed. So,
Yep.
Right.
that's why Cajun Outlaws are in limbo with that dealing. So, we'll kind of see what's up with that.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate your time being on here. One more time, somebody go ahead and give out the links where they can find all the stuff they want to find out on the Cajun Outlaws.
Listen, before we do that, I want to make an announcement. This is going to be exclusive. Like, this has not been announced anywhere else. First, you're going to hear it first on your podcast.
Nice.
The Cajun Outlaws, starting this week, we're starting a campaign. It's going to be #Outlaws for Helen, who is Big Shane's mother, who's going through some things. So we're going to do a support campaign, and, you know, the Outlaws are behind the Outlaws family 1,000%. We're going to have more news, more things up and coming with that. And basically, we're going to do everything we can to help out our family. You know, I want to give a shout out to Tim Davis. Outlaws got you in our thoughts too. So, again, that's going to be #Outlaws for Helen, and you'll find more information on that on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Cajun Outlaws Wrestling.
Man, I swear, you think Mike was born for this or something? You see that shit? You see how that rolled off his tongue like
Yeah,
that?
he
That's
was
good
ready.
stuff. But hey, you know, helping his family. Y'all need to help me. Come help my mom, who from Basile to Georgia. What's up, Outlaws? Helping Outlaws.
Outlaws helping Outlaws. Hey, Rhett, didn't you have something you wanted to plug as well?
I don't do plugs. What are you talking about plugging?
Talking about Outlaw Academy, son.
Oh, yeah. I don't ever talk about that. Hey, if anybody inspiring want to be a true professional wrestler in the state of Louisiana, hit the Cajun Outlaws up on the Instagrams and the Twitters and all that stuff that Mike plays out for you. I'll be training guys in Denham Springs, Louisiana, to drop elbows off the top of the ladders, everything. We do it all over there. Not really. I don't have the insurance for all that. But
Hey, man, look, just if they get hurt, they were fired before they were hurt, so it's all
That's
good.
right.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to plug real quick is my fish. This week is coming up, and my fish get nervous when the trucks come around.
yeah.
Mike White, you got any closing thoughts?
I just want to say that today is this podcast and tomorrow is the world. Outlaws, I got so many dates booked for so many places. You can catch us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, anything like that. And if I had to say anything else, it'd just be Outlaws for life, babe.
Life.
Hit the like and the subscribe button. And Outlaw Mike, as we said in an old retro podcast.
Don't
Now,
get caught now.
how can they get some of your merchandise?
Oh, look, all you got to do is head on over to the Cajun Outlaws Facebook page, hit the message button, send us a message, tell us what you want, and we'll either do our best to get it shipped out
Show
to
'em
you,
the
or
cup.
if you're, look, we got some cups.
Show 'em the cup.
Look at that right there. There's the cup.
Nice.
Exclusive, limited edition. These are pre-order only, but people want these left and right. We doing everything. Everything will be at the shows, but we also ship. Man, I'll ship some merchandise out to anybody that wants to buy something, man. We're there. That's what we got. That's what we do. We're gonna be looking at more bigger things in the future. I'm talking Pop Funkos. I'm talking action figures. You're gonna see a
Oh, snap.
Threat to Threat action figure coming soon. Just
Nice.
watch out. We got plenty of things in the ropes.
Awesome. Killer Shane, any closing thoughts?
Blew up.
Outlaws for life. Is all I can- Go ahead, Red.
Yeah. Talking to you, Mike White.
Yeah.
Best friend.
Best friend.
Hey, what's
Shane, what
up
you
with
had
this
to
best
say?
friend?
Hey, Red.
Outlaws for life. That's all. And this best friend stuff starting to hurt my feelings.
Hey, it's okay,
Man,
Shane. Me and
y'all
you be
keep saying
best friends.
That's right. That's right. Y'all can have your
Me and
me and
Shane.
Outlaw Mike got our best friend thing going on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
And me and my fish are best friends.
Hey, Rhett, I gotta be curious right now. Are you eating pistachios?
I mean, boiled peanut.
Oh, okay,
Ooh, that sounds good.
even better.
Bald or boiled?
Boiled.
Okay. That's all
I'm
I was
pretty
just-
sure they're bald too. I mean, nobody wants some hairy peanuts.
No, not at all.
Oh, man, y'all can leave me alone.
Tony, you got any closing thoughts?
Nah, man, it's just one thing. Outlaws for life. Family.
Family.
That's it, guys. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for to tuning in, and we appreciate your time.
All right, thanks for having us on.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Hey, we'll look for your check in the mail.
Yeah. Represent.